Well, hello. We are back. Finally, we had to take a little bit of a break. We had to just, go for it, take a break. We're back. We got some videos in the hopper, and we're starting off with the 501st Troopers for the Star Wars Shatterpoint. And first off, I want to thank all my YouTube members who stuck around. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We're going to continue to pump these out, continue to do it. But same as same. We're gonna keep on keeping on. But without further ado, let's go. Well, the first thing you're going to do is obviously assemble the miniature. Now, the game doesn't come with any instructions. You got to actually go online and follow the online. It's not hard to put these together. These aren't like some of these Warhammer ones I put together. It's just kind of annoying. If you need anything that you see in the video, check my description below, as we are, self-employed, I guess you could say. All right, first thing you're going to do is spray it all in Corax White after you've assembled it, and then we're going to put some of that awesome Apothecary White over it and then let that dry. Alright, once your Apothecary White is completely dry, depending on what kind of climate you live in, we're going to take some of that Corax White, the painted version from Citadel. Now, if I do have one complaint, it is the white paints from Citadel. I don't know what they are, too much pigment. I'm not a paint connoisseur, I guess you could say. Man, they just do not jive that well. But when you do get one that's good, it is, and you mix it correctly, they do look fantastic. So this is the most tedious part of painting the entire miniature with the white. Now, there are certain areas that you can see here, and you'll see here in a second, that you need to keep blank. And I do a 360 of it. So for our areas of black, we're going to be doing some Black Legion. You can also use Black Templar. This is some of the contrast paint that we use, and we're going to put this all into the black areas of our miniature. Again, I'm going to do a 360 here in a second so you can pause it and look exactly where you need. For our blaster rifle, for our Stormtrooper, we're going to be using some Basilicanum Grey. Now, this would be the only reason why you use Black Legion Basilicanum Grey. Just a different tone, and it really sticks out with that white. Next, we're going to paint all of our blue areas on our 501st miniature. Now, I took the inspiration for this from the actual box art that we got with the box, and I'm going to follow what they have. Now, you can do several things with this. You're going to put the base coat, which is the McCrag blue that we're doing right now, and then we're going to put a little bit of a lighter color. Now, you can do some sponging, meaning put some white or some silver onto a sponge, get most of it off, kind of like a dry brush, and put it on your armor to kind of give it like a battle-worn look, per se. I am specifically just going to be painting these things normal. These are just the normal things you are doing, but you want to use a small brush here for this portion. Take your time on this. Don't try and rush this. Make those lines, because there's no pattern to follow besides your own pattern that you're making. So take your time on it. Really kind of invest some good amount of time into doing this and not trying to rush this part. Make those lines as neat as you can, and if you make a little bit of a wobbly line, just try and go over it. Make the line a little bit bigger, I guess. To soften up that blue just a little bit, we're going to use some of that Hoeth blue. This is going to create that kind of a gradient. You don't need to go crazy on this. If you want to put one coat or two, it's up to you. I only end up doing 2 coats. For a blaster rifle, we're going to make it a little metallic, so we're going to use some Necron Compound. If you don't have this, you can just do a dry brush of Lead Belcher or Stormhost Silver, whatever you got. It doesn't really matter. And as you can tell, that's really it for the Stormtroopers. There's not a whole lot going on. We don't want to overdo it. They're Stormtroopers, just keep them uniform. We're going to take some Skrag Brown and paint this onto our base, which is obviously a desert look. Next, some Mechanicus Standard Grey, and we're going to put this onto our areas of... I don't even know what the word I'm looking for. Metal pieces? I don't know. You know what I mean. For the cracks and crevices on our dirt, we're going to use some Aggaros Dunes. We're going to start with a mild dry brush of Deathclaw Brown, followed by a quick dry brush of Zamsi Desert. We're going to go back to our Basilicanum well, and we're going to put this into the cracks or the lines, or... Man, I still don't know what I'm thinking of as far as what this is. It looks like it's on a Star Destroyer, like, floor, or, you know, the flooring of Star Wars. Let's call it that. Put it in the cracks of that. Jeez. For our final steps on the highlight phase of our base, we're just going to do a quick one of Dawnstone, followed by a quick dry brush of Administratum Grey, and that's really it. I mean, you can get a little bit more wild, I guess, with these miniatures, but, man, they're super, like, basic. Like, basic. Which is good, because this is what you want. You don't want to spend 10,000 years painting one miniature. We don't got time for that. As you can see, over the last 6 months, I haven't had a whole lot of time for painting, so there you go. Well, here we are. This is our miniatures. As you can see here, that we are doing a 360 spin. Turned out pretty good. I mean, it's not, obviously, you're going to win any championships with this, but it's good enough to get on the table, and that's all we really care about. Getting painted miniatures on the table to play with to make that game much better. Whether it's Star Wars or Descent or Warhammer, whatever you play, it doesn't matter. That's what we're here for. I just want to say thank you for everybody who stuck with me over these kind of recluse 3 months, but we're going to continue on. We're going to try and do 50 videos this year. That's a stretch, but we're going to try. All right, I love you all, and I will see you guys on the next one. Paint on.